This is 𝗫𝗫𝗵𝗃, the Positive Vibes artist, welcoming you to another edition of What's in the Box. This is my brand ambassador package from Monteverde Pens. And we're going to crack this baby open and see what's inside. First, we have the pens. Conklin 1898 Misto, and this is going to be either the green or the purple. This one is the purple. Next up, another Conklin 1898 Misto pen. This is the Misto green. Next, we have Monteverde, and this is the Nebula. Another Monteverde pen. This is the 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃 Deluxe Rose Gold with a stub nib, which ought to be interesting because I don't use a stub, I use a medium, but I wanted to give the stub a try. And finally, last but not least, we have the Conklin All-American Rainbow Limited Edition. Very nice. So now we're going to open these and see what they all look like. And I will have a part 2 to this because there's so many pens here. And I want to ink them and show you all a pen test. So the part 2 actually is going to be about the rest of the package, which is several bottles of Conklin ink. But that'll be in a part 2, a subsequent post. So here we go. We're going to crack these babies open and see what they all look like. Alrighty, first things first, what we're going to do is crack open these Monteverde pens. This one is the Nebula with a medium nib. Medium nib is my favorite. It's not too thin, it's not too thick, it's just right. And here we go. Oh, geez, look at that. Ooh, navy blue, purple, magenta, black. That is outstanding. Wow. And also, let me talk about the packaging. This is a really, really nice faux leather, and it even smells like leather. And inside, if you pull this up, you'll see a bit of paperwork here, and you have 2 cartridges in case you don't have any ink to put in the converter. All Monteverde pens, fountain pens, come with a converter inside the pen, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. But look, oh my goodness. Let me zoom in a little bit. And there is the brand name, Monteverde, USA. The 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃. Yes, proudly made in the good old USA, no Chinese stuff here. There's the Monteverde logo, which is very clever. It looks like 2 mountains, and there's an M. Really, really nice. Now, I can never tell if these pens screw or if they pull off. So I always, okay, this one pulls off. Some of them, well, no, I think it just came off. Wait. No, yeah. I saw these ridges here, and I thought maybe it just wasn't tightened. But no, it pops off. And there is the nib. Oh my goodness. And there again is the logo. Monteverde, USA. And here in very fine etching. I can't really see that because, to be honest, I wear bifocals, but I believe that probably gives you the size of the nib. Maybe. No, this does over here. There's an M for medium. So I don't know what this is, and sorry, I can't see it well enough. I'm going to zoom in, and then maybe viewers, someone in the comments, if you can make that out. I don't know. But there you go. And then, of course, as with all Monteverde fountain pens, the cartridge is inside, and you fill it up with your favorite ink and pop it in. Now, a trick about their pens that you need to know if you've never used a Monteverde fountain pen, they screw in, okay? And so you've got to be careful and get it in there perfectly straight, and then just kind of tilt it around a bit until you hear or feel kind of like a little pop, a little snapping sound. That tells you the threads are lined up, and then you can go ahead and completely screw it in until it stops. Because if you only do it part way, the ink can leak inside here, and you don't want that to happen. And so you keep just turning it until it stops. And you don't want to keep turning it and so that the nib turns. You know, you want to do it within reason. But then there you go. And then same thing for unscrewing it. Again, just be careful, keep it straight. You don't want to do anything to where you're causing the threads to degrade over time or anything. So just make sure that you always put it in nice and straight. And then carefully screw it in. There you go. But this is the Nebula, well, the 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃 Deluxe in the Nebula coating, which is just stunning. I love the colors. Those colors are in my wheelhouse. I love purples, blues, and magentas. Can't wait to use this one, but it's really, really pretty. And I will be inking that up for the second half of the video to show you how it works. So there is the 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃. This one is the rose gold stub 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃 Deluxe. Now this one is the should be the carbon fiber. I believe that's the one I chose. Yes. And that again, it's the same model pen as the Nebula. Let me get the Nebula back out so you can see it for comparative purposes. Same model pen. It's just in a different color. Also a different nib size. Remember, this one's a medium. This one is a stub, which will be really interesting to write with because I don't use stub. But I thought, I'm going to try one. And then again, as with the other box, you're going to get the cartridges. Well, here they're in a little plastic bag and not in the recessed wells on either side. This doesn't have recessed wells. So I guess packaging varies from time to time. But here we are. This is the carbon fiber. What's really cool about this, I have this in the super mega size, and I do have the super mega here handy to compare the two. So you can see the differences in the size, but when you twirl them, when you turn the pen, it just looks like tire treads. It's just so cool. And of course, here again, you have the Monteverde brand name, Monteverde USA. On the other side, it will tell you it's the 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃 Deluxe. And again, this is in the carbon fiber finish with rose gold trim. You get the classic Monteverde M. And it's just a really pretty pen. And now we're gonna, yeah, this one does not pop open. It unscrews. And there we go. There it is in the stub. It's really pretty. And of course, it is going to be a cartridge pen as well. The cartridge will be in here. Sometimes they come screwed in, sometimes they don't. And again, as with the other one, it has threads on it, so you've just got to be careful to get it in there exactly straight after you've filled it with ink. And make sure you turn it to where it stops turning so it's completely installed, so you don't get any leakage inside the pen itself. And there you go. And this is the carbon fiber 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃 Deluxe. Now I'm going to show you the Super Mega for size comparison. And there is the Super Mega again with the carbon fiber. Here we go. Now, the Super Mega pen, it's a fairly heavy pen. It's not super heavy. I have, let me zoom out so you can see. I have what I consider to be medium-sized hands. So for me, the 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃 Deluxe fits my hand perfectly. I can write pages and pages with this size pen. No issue at all. The Super Mega, this is more of a man's pen, really. Because it's heavier and it's thicker, you know, so it fits a larger hand better. This one happens to have an Omniflex rose gold nib. Or is that silver? I'm blind. I can't tell. No, it's rose gold. It is heavier. Again, you can, and Monteverde pens, you can write them posted or unposted. So for this one, definitely I would use it unposted. But if you're a man, you have larger hands, it has a nice balance despite its weight. It has a really nice balance posted. So I really like this pen. My husband was kind of angling and trying to get this pen for me, and I was like, no, you can't have it. So I still have it because I do like it. So this is the size difference between the Super Mega and the Deluxe and the 𝗫𝗫𝗄𝗃. So there you go. Now we're going to look at the Conklins. All right, this one is the Conklin All-American Rainbow Limited Edition. It's made of solid brass with a rainbow PVD coating. Now the coating is really gorgeous. I have a Durograph in the same coating, which is really, really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Let me take it out, and then we'll look and see what the information card says, because there's a process to get this coating to do what it does in terms of its look. And I want to look at the card and see what it says, because I know we've got some information about that. But there's the Conklin name, and here on the barrel, which is upside down, we have trademark Conklin, Toledo, Ohio, USA, All-American Limited Edition. Oh goodness, it's numbered. Oh, wow. I did not expect this to be numbered. It is 376 out of 1898, which is the year Conklin was established. Oh, wow. Now we're going to take a look at the inside. I'm going to zoom out just a tiny bit here. This is also the same size as the Super Mega. You know, here's the Super Mega. So it's kind of like a heavier, thicker pen. But it feels nice in the hand. It feels slightly heavier than the Super Mega, not by much, but yeah. So I would definitely never use it posted. Yeah, that's too heavy for me. Unposted, yeah, that's okay. And then, oh wow, look at the nib. Holy cow. The nib matches. Oh, that's amazing. And there we go. Conklin, Toledo, USA. And I love it that these pens are made in America. And the quality is really exceptional. And, you know, they're affordable. Some fountain pens, you know, they price themselves almost out of the market. It's crazy. But these are really affordable. And, again, they feel good to the hand. I have never had any issues. I've used Monteverde and Conklin before I was a brand ambassador, and I've never had any issues with their pens. that I have bought and paid for myself, and I have not had any issues with any of the pens I have received as an ambassador. They all work great out of the box. They don't require any priming or messing with the nib or anything like that. This is the card that comes with it. Again, it is the All-American Rainbow Limited Edition, solid brass with rainbow PVD coating. And I believe, as I remember from my Durograph, it's going to tell you about that PVD coating. Now, I'm going to take this, I'm going to zoom in on the pen, and I'm going to take this off camera because, like I said, I wear bifocals, and I cannot read it through my camera lens on my phone. I got to hold it up to my eyeballs. So let's see. It says, and of course now I can't read it without the light. All right, it says, Conklin is an ever-evolving brand creating trends and new tiers of style with every pen release. So be sure to stand out and radiate with our new one. Encompass the qualities of an atmospheric phenomena with your new Lucky Pen. It actually says that, new Lucky Pen. For the first time ever, the Conklin Pen Company is proud to introduce the limited edition All-American model in solid brass with rainbow PVD coating. Tasting the rainbow is one thing. Tasting the rainbow. If you're in America or you know about Skittles candy, tasting the rainbow is their motto. Oh, how funny. Okay, it says tasting the rainbow is one thing, but writing with one is another. Look at how remarkable these colors are, ranging from soft sky purple-blue gradients to enamoring ocean teal coat blended with a glistening yellow. Rotating the pen in light reflects, again, my bifocals, its true essence. Acting as a rainbow doppelganger. As you write, you'll take notice of our first ever rainbow overlay nibs and clips as well, catching how they reflect PVD rainbow essences with every stroke you make. PVD stands for physical vapor deposition. It's considered to be by far the most durable, super hard coating available today. So no scratches can rain on your parade. It actually says that. No scratches can rain on your parade. This rare pen offers outstanding eye-glimmering qualities of its rainbow coat. Hold the visual wonders of it in your hand as it refracts beams of color on your skin. The fountain pen's nib is available in 𝗬𝗏 Premium Extra Fine, Fine Medium, Broad Stub, and Omniflex size. Uses an included threaded ink converter or ink cartridges, and the capped roller ball accepts standard international rollerball refills. This collection will be available in limited $18.98 fountain pens and $8.98 roller balls. Lead the way through storms with your new rainbow. And then there you are. There's the card. If you want to read for yourself what it says, you can freeze frame. I have got a new phone, folks. I went from an 11 to a 15, and sometimes I just can't get the hang of it and can't get it to exactly focus. But there you go. Again, it is a stunning, stunning pen. Really pretty. But it is fairly heavy, like the Super Mega. So, you know, if you like a lighter pen, then this pen is not for you. But if a little bit of hefty weight doesn't bother you, it's definitely a lovely choice. And now we're going to look at the other two Conklins. The next pen up for unboxing is the Conklin 1898 Misto Green. This one comes with an Omniflex nib. I like the Omniflex nib. As the name implies, it is a flex nib, so it gives you that thick downstroke and that thin upstroke. It is a bit of a trick to get used to using though, but I really enjoy it. Let's see. I'm not crazy about the color green. Just let me preface that. That's why I'm keeping the Misto purple for last, because I figure that one's going to be my favorite. But here we go. Whoa. It's not really green. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Oh, it's so pretty. Now, again, this is by Conklin, the 1898 Misto Green, which, at least mine, is not green. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so happy. It's mainly blue and white and pink with some green, not very much. Wow, and some yellow. This is made with resin, and resin, they pour it and they mix it, and they have to mix it just right so the colors blend nicely and they don't end up with mud, with a muddy color, you know. So that can be kind of a complicated process, a delicate process. And so the resin, this means no two pens are alike. Every pen is going to be unique, because I have seen the Misto Green on Instagram. Other people have posted about it, and it's really green. Theirs are. Mine isn't. I mean, look at that. It's got that little bit of green there and some up here. A little bit through here and here. But otherwise, it's more of a blue, white, pink, yellow pen. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Luck of the draw, you know, because I mean, I could have gotten any of their Misto Greens that look really green, and this one doesn't. Oh, it's great. I had to take a break because the mail carrier came with a package and my dog was going ballistic. But here is the Omniflex nib. And as I was saying, you have to be careful when using it. You can't press down very hard with it. The Omniflex nib, it takes some care. You don't press down really hard with it, or you can set the tines apart and ruin the nib's balance. So you do have to be careful with it. It does take some practice, but it's well worth it. It's well worth the effort to get to know this nib, because it makes for a very gorgeous writing experience. So I highly recommend the Omniflex. But again, you know, you just have to be careful with it. You have to be gentle with it. But there you are. And of course, they have the converter in there. And again, as with the Monteverdes, it screws in the inside of the barrel. Oh, it's just stunning. I love it. And it's not green. Some yellow green here. No big deal. Oh, that's great. The other color it comes in is Misto Orange, and I thought about getting the orange because I figured if I didn't like it, I could give it to my daughter because that's her favorite color, and I told her about it, but she wasn't interested. So I thought, okay, I'll try the green then. But now I kind of want to see what the orange would look like. But it's very pretty, and it's lightweight because it is a resin pen. Resin is very lightweight. It does have a bigger cigar-shaped barrel, as the Conklins do. So again, if you have small hands, you may not appreciate it. You know, I would say medium hands on up for this size barrel pen. But again, there it is. It says 1898. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. And this is the Misto Green. And mine is not green. Yay! And now we're going to look at the Misto Purple. Last but not least is the Conklin 1898 Misto Purple. I forget what nib I got this in. And again, sorry for the camera. It is a medium nib. Yeah, I thought it was a medium because that's my favorite nib size. Now to get it out of here. It doesn't want to come out. Okay. The package that came was a pen swap with a friend of mine. We swapped some used pens, and that's why I now have some ink on me, because of course I had to take a break and open that package. Couldn't wait. Here is Again, I apologize for my camera. I don't know why it's going in and out of focus. 1898, Me Still Purple. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I love it. I thought it would be my favorite, and it is. Wow. Now, just like the Me Still Green, you're going to have the Conklin name on the clip. And then you have 1898 on the trim. And this is a rose gold trim. I think the, let me get out the green right quick. I think the trim on the green was silver, wasn't it? Let's check. Yeah. Here's the green. And there's the purple. Very pretty. Wow, look at them. I love them both. Now the Me Still Purple here is, you know, red and blue make purple. So you have blue in here, you've got red in here. This actually has a lot of the red didn't really mix with the blue. You still get some purplish magenta through here and down through here, of course. But I like that. I like that some of the colors remained relatively isolated from one another. So you get some great variation in there. Just like with the Me Still Green, the reason why it's not so green is because the yellow and the blue that make green didn't really completely blend together in this batch of resin, which is great because, again, I don't like green. So that's perfect. I will be very happy to use that pen. And for the Me Still Purple, we will crack it open. There it is. And again, Conklin is U.S. made, established in Toledo, Ohio in 1898. And that's why they have their 1898 models. So there you go. This is the Me Still Purple. And I'm going to really look forward to inking this up and using it. And I will be doing that in a jiffy here. That will be the second half of the video, will be these pens all linked up, and I will take them through a pen test. Thank you for watching. This is 𝗧𝗺𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗍, the Positive Vibes artist, wishing you a blessed week.